Hello, I'm Emily Jarvis. I'm a professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry at LMU and specifically in Seaver College.
My name is Adriana Llaro Sevis. I teach in the animation department in the School of Film and Television. And because I'm currently the chair, I teach two courses.
I'm Charles Swanson, School of Film and Television. I'm the cinematography coordinator for the production department. My lab-based classes this semester have been a challenge. My class is primarily a course where you would take 2 to 3 hours of lecture and 2 to 3 hours, depending upon the load for that week of lab. So the challenge has been to keep a lively enough instruction that subjects can stay coherent and slightly enjoyable for my students to learn. But it's very clear to me that if the students don't have the cameras in their hands, if they're not seeing the physicality of the equipment, then a lot of what I'm talking about might not be totally transferable online. So it was very important to me that if we could find a way to have components of this semester either live stream, added to this semester, that we do it.
What I'm trying to do is recreate the experience that students have when they're sitting right next to one another. It is very hard to do that, but one of the ways that I'm trying to simulate that is by using discussion forums. I have to be meeting with my students every week one-on-one, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes every week individually.
So I'm teaching physical chemistry lab this semester, and this is the first time we've ever done it virtually, of course. One great thing for me is that in physical chemistry lab, the measurements themselves are sometimes take the back seat to the calculations that we do with the measurements after we've taken those. So I have a mix of, I've gone in and made a lot of videos of the labs that we're doing so that people can still see the hands-on portion and see how to use some instrumentation.
Pros of teaching online, I'll just be real frank and say, I don't know many.
Pros about teaching virtually is that you have to be very organized as to what the material is that you're going to be covering, because we only have a limited amount of time.
Well, some pros of teaching the class virtually are that I've had students who have various family emergencies or different things where normally they would have been missing class, but they're able to go home and address these situations and still log into class. Definitely, there have been some students that, for both good and bad reasons, have had to go places and can still be in class.
The major obstacle teaching online with animation is that I cannot sit, in a classroom. In a classroom, things happen. You're working, somebody's working a specific project, or somebody asks a question, and then you can take it as a teaching moment for the rest of the students.
So I kind of miss those more natural interactions and the more just casual discussion that I'm able to have with students when we're in the classroom, when I get there early, and having that feedback in class when we're having a discussion. It's much harder to read the class. Those types of nonverbal cues and just getting class participation in a natural way is definitely more of a challenge.
I hope we're doing something good for the students currently, and that's just what we hope to be able to continue when I go back to teaching face to face next week and zooming each one of my classes.